Hi guys, we are back at the ICF build. This is day one of framing. This is what we got. We started framing some walls here. The rest of it's just layout for the other walls, so now we can kind of visualize. This will be one of the 2 bedrooms right here with the shared closet, hall bath. In that corner over here is the master. This is the laundry room down here. This is the master bath. That is the master closet back there. And then this is the 4th bedroom. And then over here is just all open space, kitchen, living. And then the wall that separates the living room from the garage. So you may have been able to tell, you can see there are 2 different types of boards. One of these boards is what we call a pressure treated board. The other board is just a normal Douglas fir number 2. The reason why we have 2 different types, this one is for coming in contact with concrete. If there's any moisture, it's treated so that it doesn't damage the board. And this one will be on the top, so it's not gonna be in contact with concrete, which is why we have one of both. See over here, as we look at this wall, you can tell this wall will be set up right here like this. And so that will be on the concrete. And then that top plate will be in contact with just the trusses. It's not gonna be in contact with concrete. So that is why we have 2 different types of lumber. With this house, there's not a lot of framing. Obviously the exterior is ICF and all we have to do is interior walls, so framing will not take long. So this should be done fairly quickly. But yeah, I'll keep you posted and we'll just shoot to the next day when we have made more progress. It is the next day, it's not the next day, it's like it's Friday. It's been a hell of a week and we got framing almost done. It's almost done. We have a lot of walls here. We got here's a bedroom, some closets, more bedroom, you know, all the fun stuff. Majority of the walls are complete. A tedious portion of this part is that these aren't pre-cut pieces of lumber. Each one has to be cut. Typically, you can get lumber that is pre-cut for traditional new builds. However, since the ICF isn't one of those pre-cut levels, we had to cut every single stud. That added on to the tediousness of this build. I'm gonna walk you over here and show you how we connect the lumber to the ICF because I feel like that will be a question. So we pulled layout to where this stud is in line with a stronghold. So on this ICF block specifically, we have a stud every 8 inches. And so I lined up this wall to land on one of these studs so we can fasten the wall to that. And then also we secure the bottom plate with an anchor, a wedge anchor, to secure the bottom plate so the wall's not gonna move that way as well. And they're also all connected at the top, so that is not a problem. But that is one of the few differences between traditional framing and ICF is that connection to the foam with the lumber. That is really the only difference when it comes to framing interior walls with ICF. The next step is when we get trusses. If you can see these metal brackets, those are wet set into the concrete. So when we get trusses, we'll have a crane come in, it'll set the truss right into those brackets and we will Tico nail those in. And it allows us to very quickly set all of the trusses in the house. The other ICF house that I made the first video on, the trusses on that house was set in 5 hours. And the footprint is 4,800 square feet. So it goes really fast and it's a really cool feature. The only layout we have to pull on this house, and the wall has not been complete yet, is this one load bearing wall. This wall will be built at the same height as all of these brackets. So when the trusses continue off the ICF wall, it will just sit on the wall that separates the kitchen from the garage. I'm gonna get on this ladder and show you the brackets because I think they're pretty cool. So this is the bracket I was talking about. This goes down into the concrete about 14 inches or so, and it is wet set right after we pour the walls. Every single bracket here is laser leveled. That way when we set the trusses, we don't have to worry about the trusses being off at all. And then this wall right here is built to the same height as this. So when the trusses span, all these interior walls can be secured to the truss and will also support the truss system as well. This is a pretty cool look right here. I'm gonna get off this ladder here. So that's everything I have for this week. This was the progress that was made. Hopefully next week we'll get that wall, the wall separating the living room and the garage constructed, as well as the pantry. Maybe even get some trusses on this thing. I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.